We were having a great off season. It was really exciting. Our guys were really getting after it in the weight room. We had just finished up our Winning Edge program, which is our coaches stations, our mental toughness stations. I really saw some great strides. I think we're in a 180-degree different space than we were a year ago at this time. Just where we are as a team, we're emphasizing our goals are creating connection every day, competing and stretching our best. And I think we were creating tremendous connection. We're doing that with what we call our Panther games. We've referenced it in the past, but our first period of the Panther games has come to a conclusion, and we had TTNT was the winning team. It came down to the final day. Our guys were competing all the way up until the very last day before going home for spring break. Yeah, and then right before break, I was starting finally to get the seniors over at my house, two at a time. Just some guys that I hadn't had over to my house for a dinner to sit with my family and just get a personal connection with. And Mark Williams, Cole Hoover came over to my house, and they got stuck in the Cushing family taco night. It's a family favorite, and they really enjoyed it. I enjoyed just sitting with them, just getting away from the football environment and just getting to know them better as people. And I know they enjoyed it as well. And looking forward, when we're able to get back together as a group of continuing that. Super fortunate with the staff that we have, because I believe that our guys have risen to the occasion, right? Our thought process as a staff is, what does this make possible? How can we, take this opportunity and, flip this from a challenge into an opportunity and attack this moving forward? How can we get together, be creative, and work together as a staff to continue to emphasize those same goals, create connection, compete every day, and stretch our best. And so we've got lots of great ideas the guys have brought to the table. We're putting a bunch of them into action already. And the great part is that we've got a great plan academically moving forward. The one thing that we can control at this point is how we do academically, how we finish this semester the right way. And every one of our position coaches and our academic advising staff are all on the same page and have a great plan for our young men moving forward. Yeah, you're talking about something. Creating connection is more important now than ever. We've been setting up our way to communicate with each other virtually throughout this week, and every time the position coaches have gotten those chats set up on, we're using the app Zoom. I've joined in just to see everybody's faces. It's absolutely incredible to see the guys, how excited they are to see each other. And, it takes about 5 minutes just to get them all to quiet down enough to really get some work done. But it's great. I mean, I've expressed to them, and I think we all feel it, right? We all miss seeing their faces. We miss seeing each other's faces. And I think that's really, really apparent. And so we've got a great plan moving forward to wake them up together every day. Because if we were here in Charleston, we'd be waking up and working out together. So we got a plan to wake them up every day, see each other's faces, have some group connection, group accountability to what we're doing academically, and then doing some of the more structured things with each other, showing each other our life graphs as a position group, and and just talking about guys, when they're at home, introducing some family members that they're around, and just learning what's important. Again, if we keep on using the filter, what does this make possible? Then I think we can make this an enormous advantage for us. Obviously, community service is an enormous part of what we do as a program, and we've got a great plan. Zach Menser, our assistant director of football operations, has a phenomenal plan to get that going, to read into some grade schools virtually. I know, I've got 3 young kids that are looking for things to do on these days, and every time they've been engaged by their teachers on that same app to get to a virtual classroom is really impactful. So we're going to have our guys reading to grade schools in the Charleston community. We're going to have our guys connecting with nursing homes to get back to a population that's that's having a rough time right now in terms of their isolation. And then we got a bunch of other ideas moving forward, food pantries and all kinds of things that obviously can't help in person, but there's still ways that we can connect and give back to the community. Got a great plan there too. The same way we're going to connect every day and talk about academics, we're going to connect and use the NCAA allowable time to have football meetings. And some of the technology that's available today, I couldn't have even dreamed of as a college student athlete. So it's wonderful to have this ability to still look them in the eye, to still teach them. There's gaming apps out there, meaning quiz apps that we're going to engage the guys. It's all going to be about the engagement. It's not going to be about talking at them. It's about having conversations with them. And it gives us an opportunity. I really believe, what has this made possible? It gives us an opportunity to teach slower than we normally would in a spring practice environment. So we can spend a week on day one install instead of a day. We can spend a week on day two install. And if we look at this with a marathon mentality, that this is going to go for a while, if that in fact how it plays out, then again, we can create an advantage by talking about every little bit of the why, as long as we're doing our due diligence and creative as teachers. Bottom line is, I think our staff has done a tremendous job of thinking through that mentality of what has this made possible. And as long as we continue to look at it with the players in the same three goals: create connection, compete, and stretch our best, and we maintain those three goals every single day in everything we're doing, academically, in the community, and in terms of football, then I think that we can create an enormous advantage on this. And I think the staff that we have is absolutely doing that, creating that advantage. And we're just excited to continue to share what's going on with this exclusive group of alums and Panther fans, and really excited to continue to show you, an inside look to the program. So have a great one. Stay safe, everybody out there. Really thankful for all the healthcare workers that are on the front lines helping us out, and go Panthers.